No. No. Baby, no one shall allow me. Allow me go back to out there. Or you if or no. So there's come on, live, my coin. Come on, live, my coin, live.
Why are you watching YouTube? What was like music cameras.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
Just it's internet. It was too good.
Abba.
We are in fan. I see. I have say camera.
One. Yeah.
One in the fan.
One year one.
I have say. That's what I'm saying. No fine.
Has it's no problem. Maybe also that is also very strong. Location, location. When I get this phone, good time. How many? 31. Shift to two. Okay.
Right.
On the other hand,
Right.
but when you know about where old one.
Adrian. Wait, tissue. Is this you? Very.
I'm not using my city.
Am I?
Maybe. Ampa. Hanum na be fi sia na be fi. Sia ampa. Bon, kala la kompena. Ataku etan. Mo afi mo ko tatu.
Hello, please let's take our seats. We're about to start the meeting. Let's take our seats. What? I think some of them they have it too. Shimeme. Okay, you can share it. Hello. No need to have feedback here. Okay, we are taking roll call. Greater Accra, Ashanti region, Okocha, Mnoni have feedback here. Suyani, UNLAWFUL, Bono East and Bono West. And Bono West. It's a half-full, eh? A half-full. Nothing. Upper East. Upper West. Oti region. Number 9. Yeah, number 9. Savannah. Damango. That's the Savannah. And the other one is Northeast. Okay, so Eastern region. Western. Central. So the only people who are not here so far is Greater Accra. Nothing is around. So Greater Accra. So I think we can start because some of us are returning, doing a return journey. So, Madam Chairman, over to you.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to this session of NEC. It is an emergency meeting to discuss postings by Western North Regional Minister, which we consider very, very unlawful. Without wasting my time, can I please have Auntie Monica, are you here? Bronga Hafu, please do us a favor by praying for us to open this meeting. Amen. All right, so the president will be with us sometime later. He's currently in the meeting. So we'll kindly ask our executive secretary to take us to our agenda. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Okay, let me come here because I'm having a feedback. As you all are aware, it's an emergency, so it's one agenda. The Western North Minister decided to post our regional secretary. And Joshua himself is here. He's our regional secretary. The person involved is our regional secretary for West North. So I want himself to tell us what really happened. And then we take it up from there. So, Joshua, you can come here. You come and use this one.
Madam Chair, our Executive Secretary, our national executives, my colleagues from the various regions who are taking part in this emergency NEC meeting, I thank you so much for the opportunity to narrate what happened on 17th of November, 2001. On that fateful day, I went to the office. It was a day that the Minister of Finance was going to read the budget. So my chief director directed that we should go to our mini conference room to mount our projector so that we can follow proceedings from Parliament. After we have followed proceedings from Parliament for about 2 hours, my chief director told me he was going for lunch. So as soon as he left, about 15 to 20 minutes, the personal assistant to the Honorable Regional Minister came to ask me that the minister wanted to see the chief director. And I told him, chief told me he was going for lunch. So we finished the program. I was in my office around 3:30 to 4 when chief director himself walked in my office and asked me to follow him to his office. So as soon as I got to his office, there's one particular sofa that I normally sit in when he calls me. This time around, he asked me to sit in front of him. So as soon as I sat, he said, when I went for lunch, something happened. I was there when the human resource manager called me that the minister has asked him, the human resource manager, in the person of Mr. Seth Admakunsa, to write a posting letter for me because he could no longer work with me again. But the HR asked him the reason why he was taking that decision. He said, I'm just reporting what the HR told me. He said the minister said he could not offer any explanation. So the HR accordingly advised him that this is purely administrative. So once the chief director was not around, you should just wait for him. So when he comes, they can go ahead. He said, no, HR should go ahead, write the posting letter, put the director's name on the letter for him to sign. So HR also called the director in the house. And the director said, this is my subordinate that I'm working with. I'm just going for lunch. If even he has done something just wait for me. You can't just wait for me for an hour for me to come. Then you discuss with me whatever decision that we have to take. So in that case, if he cannot wait for me, then don't put my name there. So HR also went back to inform the minister. And the minister said, in that case, put my name there. I am prepared to sign it. So Chief told me on that very Wednesday that he has not seen the letter, but that was what was happening. But he said after the lunch, he went to the minister and asked him, Minister, I was told you were looking for me. He said, whatever I wanted you to do for me, I have done it myself, so you can go back. So I also called some of my senior people and people that I can take advice from. They said, you just wait until tomorrow when you receive the letter, then we can take it up from there. So on Thursday, I went to the office around 11 a.m. I was served with a letter. So I spoke to our ES and other some national executives, and I was asked to forward the letter to them. So on that Thursday, around 5:30, ES called me that they have taken the issue up, and the minister has been advised to withdraw the letter accordingly. So Friday, I should give him details, whether he has withdrawn the letter or not. So Friday, I was in the office. The letter was not withdrawn. Then I informed ES accordingly. So on Sunday, I received a call from our second national trustee, the person of Mr. Nestego, that he has been delegated to come to the Western North region to come and serve the minister a letter officially that he has no locus to effect those postings without recourse to the chief director or the office of the head of a local government service. So Mr. Nestego was there on Monday. He served the letter through our registry. I had my copy. Chief director also had his copy. So he took time to brief chief director why the association was taking that decision. So after he has served the letters, we accompanied him to the station, and I went back to the office. Around 3:30, I was there when the minister's personal assistant, the person of Francis Apia Nyenzu, came to my office. When he came, he said, Joshua, minister called me, and he wanted to know whether you are at post. And I told him, yes, you are in the office. He directed me that I should go and give the phone to chief director. But when I went to chief director's office, he was not in the office. So I relayed the information to the minister that the chief director was not in the office. He said once he told the chief director, he told the minister that the chief director was not around, the minister directed that my office should be locked up. So I asked him, has he gotten to that level? So are you here to lock me up? He said, that is the instruction. I said, well, have you informed chief director? He said, no. I said, okay, you call him. So he called chief director that this is what the minister has asked him to do. And chief director said, no, that is not a practice in the service. Even if the posting is a legitimate one, you give the officer an ample time for him to prepare his handover note. Maybe there are some assignment that has been given to him to perform. He has not finished those things. Maybe he's having some document with him that he needs to give it to us. So what you're doing is not good at all. So my brother, it's better you stop it. So the guy removed the keys. I said, my brother, don't worry yourself. I will not be so stupid for me to be locked up in the office so that tomorrow or once I'm in the office, when the office is set ablaze, I will die. Or even if I want to ease myself, I wouldn't have the opportunity to do that. So I gently walk out of the office that whatever they want to do with the office, they should do it. And I inform ES and other executives accordingly. So ES, with your permission, this is what actually happened.
So thank you. We are having a few technical issues, but bear with us. So we've heard from the officer's own mouth what really happened. But before we open the floor for contributions, we should also be mindful of the role of the personal assistants. How can a personal assistant who has got no locus. Because you, the personal assistant, you are supposed to be the ball boy of the minister. They are the ball boy of the minister. You are supposed to be doing his personal errands, not official errands. For him to be asked to go and lock an office, a personal assistant. So all these issues, I think, needs to be spelled out. Because personal assistant, he's got no right to even go and say, minister says, come and lock in. Personal assistant, you are supposed to serve the minister. So these are issues that we really have to take on. Because sitting down here, I realize that these special assistants too, we should take them on. Not only the ministers. But this is what happened. As an association too, we wrote our letters to the minister, and we also issued a communique that if by Friday we have not seen any favorable response to our letter, we're going to convene National Executive Council to take further action. So that's why we are here. And like I said, we'll not spend more than 1 hour here. This is a simple case. It's not a simple case. So we'll go region by region. We want to know what action we should take. And then this morning too, Execo has met. We have certain actions we're going to take. So we'll start from Upper West. Upper West. Or Upper West. Your region, what do you think? Is the mic working here? Okay, no, bring the... Okay, so you can be at your position if you want to feel comfortable, or you want to face them, whichever way.
For Upper West, to be very honest, I think we virtually have two options. Option one, which is the worst one anyway, may be a strike, isn't it? Option two, probably we need to do some further negotiations with the head of local government service on this matter. So for now, this is what I will suggest.
So Upper West. Hello? Upper West is for a strike action. And then the second option is to further have discussions with the authorities that be. So Upper East.
Upper East. Who is speaking?
Good afternoon, colleagues. I think that I want to toe the line with Upper West because strike action is very necessary. If we don't do that, I'm seeing that in future they will even drive us away and employ their own people. So we should go by the strike so that they will see our importance.
Okay, Northern Region.
We are for action because looking at the briefing that he has given us, I think the consultation has been done already, and the letter that has been written to the minister, he should by now have resent his decision. So maybe he may think that we are not serious. So let's show him that we are serious. That's all.
Okay. Savannah.
Hello, thank you so much. I would also support what Northern Region have just said, in a sense that I am in the registry. With regards to postings, I've never seen a regional minister signing a posting letter. So even signing it in the first place is against the Local Government Act. He has no locus to sign a posting letter. Thank you.
Okay. Northeast.
Well, Thank you very much. I would like to know if the minister was served the letter and he's not acting on whatever he was asked to do.
He was given, we served him the letter.
Yes, thank you very much. But do we get the person who appoints the minister? If that is the case and he's also not doing anything, then let's go by the strike.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what he is saying is that the appointing authority, the man who appointed the minister, we should also, if that one fails, then we go on a strike action. Okay. So, Siani, Techima, Bono East, sorry. So Bono East, yeah?
Thank you very much. I think I will side with the Upper West region for the strike action. The reason being, if you look at this act that this man has just done, they've been doing it, but it's not open. Sometimes the regional ministers instigate, or the politicians, let me say, they instigate postings of our staffs, and we don't normally take actions on this. So they think we don't have that power, that capacity. But being at the NEG meeting, I think we can take a strong strike action for them to know that the act they have been doing all the time, it's not as if we can't take action. So my candid opinion is that let's hammer on the strike so that they will know that we are really serious on what we are doing. Thank you very much.
So, Siani, eh?
Thank you very much, yes. We want to suggest a step before the strike. We know that the Office of the Head of Local Government Service is responsible for all postings. Indeed, when you look at some of the protocols, the regional coordinating councils can do intra-regional postings. But there are certain times that even the local government service will write to the regions to halt all postings. And so I believe that we need to engage them directly. I see that this letter, they were copied. But if we can just spend maybe a few days and engage them and let us know their position on it. Because once we know their position on it, then we know whether they are supporting what the minister has done or not. If they are against it, then they should also issue a counter, a counter statement to it. Then we know that we are all in the same boat. If that fails, then we go all out, and then we bring them all in to know that even as the local government service that's supposed to have the interest of staff at heart, they are sitting down idle. And so if we are going all out, then we can rope all of them in for inaction. Thank you.
Yeah, so you are saying that we should give them a few days, about 1 week, yes, and then engage them. If nothing comes out of it, then full strike.
We need to know their stake.
So if nothing comes out of it, full strike. Yes. Okay, Kumasi. No. Geta. No. Sorry.
Thank you, yes. Yeah, I started with my colleague, Bono Region. We need to re-engage the authority, the local government minister, head of service, and even the chief of staff if possible. Then we narrate the issue to them. If you don't act on it, then we can go on strike.
Okay. Greater Kumasi region. But can you give me the history behind this greater, is it Greater Kumasi or Greater Ashanti region?
Greater Kumasi.
Greater Kumasi. What was the history behind that name?
Kumasi and its adjoining districts.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay, so Greater Kumasi.
Yeah. In fact, we thank God that the HR at the Western North was able to resist against this particular posting. And I think it's not happening at the Western North. It's happening almost every district. And it seems the politicians are taking away all our powers. So it's hard time we strike. Having gone through all our brothers from Bono have said, this is what Ashanti region we suggest. When they failed, then there must be a massive demonstration at that particular region, that it can be organized by the Ashanti region, Bono, and the other adjoining region. When they fail to hit to that too, there should be a sit-down strike within the region. When they fail, there must be a nationwide demonstration, massive one. When they fail, then we back about the nationwide strike. Then I think by that time they will listen to it. Thank you.
Okay, so that's Ashanti region. Eastern region. Eastern, yeah. Hey, the lawyers have arrived, though.
Okay, thank you. I think that the views have already been espoused nicely. But just to buttress on the point that postings, yes, RCCs can have power to do postings. The condition of service did not state the officer to sign the posting letter. No. It just said that postings from one part of a region to another shall be effected by the Regional Coordinating Council in consultation with the head of local government service. So like my senior colleague rightly said, we need to... No, let me land.
Read all. You say read all.
No,
so that's no.
Okay. Self... No. That was all. That was all. That is all. Which one? What did you want?
Okay, don't worry about that.
I'm just trying to say...
Wait. We've gone through all the acts.
Oh, okay.
From the Civil Service Act, Local Governance Act. Let them answer him. The Local Governance Act, the PFM. It is the chief directors who are the bureaucratic and administrative head.
Yes.
There's no ambiguity about it.
Yes.
There's no ambiguity. So this one there, you put it aside.
So like he's saying, it's good we go through that understanding with the head of local government service. And then we can strike if they say they are not aware. But to say we should strike as a first instance, that's, I'm not sure we might be right. Thank you.
It's not that we are right. We are taking a decision. Before National Secretariat does not just come out, we do investigations. We look at it. We have lawyers. So we know what you are saying. The minister has no right to post. He has no right to post. So I don't know. And it's backed, even by the Supreme Court ruling, where it says that no civil servant must owe his promotion, posting, transfer, appointment to partisan activities. That's what the Supreme Law said, Supreme Court. And that's the Supreme one, overrides any act. Yeah, so you ask myself, you ask me, last month, 4 of our colleagues were dismissed using this Supreme Court ruling. Their appointments were terminated. So please, don't go there. Or some people will chew here. Volta region. No, before you say certain things, because whether I like it or not, what you are saying here, people are tapping in. So when you come out and make certain statements, be sure. Be sure, because they will even go and report that even amongst them, one of them said it was good the minister posted it. He has got that right. That's what you are saying.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Volta.
Yes. Volta region, our issue is just like the Bono, we want to support whatever he has said. We are on the issue of re-engagement of the local government service, or the head of the local government service. We should re-engage them. Let's see their actions, whatever they have to say to
So you're saying, like you said, no, 1 week, we should engage.
Yes,
1 week.
engage them.
After 1 week, if there's
after
no
1
action,
week,
full
strike action.
Full strike action.
Full strike
Okay.
action. Thank you very much.
Oti? Oh, there's Oti man here to say they are on our weekend.
Thank you very much. Yes. Our start here is that sometimes when you consider certain things, then it comes back to you. Because this thing that been happening at our place, which we have fought one way or the other about it. What I think we should do is that we have to go by, I think, what the Sunyani was saying, that we have to consult the local government service. We have to.
So we should do further discussions if that one fails,
yes.
And then we take a nationwide strike. Okay.
Yes. I think that is it.
Western region.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to also contribute about this type of issues. One thing we have to also take seriousness about it is this kind of political transfer. If care are not taken, there will be a political dismissal. Therefore, we should take all necessary means by engaging head of service, local government minister, as well as employment minister, to let them know what is going on, so that if we do agree to go on full strike, they will be aware of. And if you can also resurrect the Supreme Court ruling, per the, our chief...
What was the Supreme Court ruling, Sleepy?
Yeah. Per our chief example, he decided, we dismissed 4 workers based on Supreme Court ruling. Therefore, we can also do same to protect each and every member, because we don't know those, maybe other people elsewhere is also facing the same challenges, but they don't know how to channel their problems through. Fortunately for our brother, he is able to channel his problem through appropriate means. Let us join him. Let us join the head ES and other officers to embark on full strike on this issue. Thank you.
So full strike. Cape Coast, eh? Central.
Western.
Okay, thank you very much. We sympathize with our colleague from Western North for what happened. We are solidly standing with you. We associate ourselves with those who say strike action, only that we think that there are further actions before that, since that is the last resort per labor laws. We need to sensitize the public of what is going to happen. And I think somebody talk of demonstration. I think that is right, but not the way he have put it. I think the demonstration should be done in Accra, where the petition will be presented to the president, who is the appointing authority of the regional minister. And that way we sensitize the public ready to go for our strike action. While we are trying to engage the local government service, we should also set a date now for the demonstration. That one we should not waste time on that. That is where people will get to know what is really happening. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so Central is saying demonstrations in Accra. They are all for strike action after we've discussions. Within a weekend has not yielded a... So, where's enough?
Thank you. I believe those of us from Western North, we also would go for a strike action. But at the center of this issue, apart from Joshua himself, is another officer, those who were posted or swapped. Unfortunately, the officer who was swapped with Joshua happens to be my deputy. As I speak, he comes to me almost every morning. I mean, he's disturbed and does not know exactly what to do. Either he takes the regional minister's instruction or the one that came from ES. I mean, he's in a dilemma. So we from the Western North believe there's a need for us to further engage, especially with the local government service. If that one fails, then we believe that will be ripe for a full strike.
So the same, we should engage for our 1 week, and then if that fails, total strike. The gator, the original gator, not the fake gator. My friend, very soon you will challenge me.
Oh. Thank you, yes. Colleagues, thank you very much. Having heard my colleagues, it looks as if it makes sense for most of the concerns that have been raised. But then, listen to the last person's point of view, that there's another officer involved, and also the other officer who is actually the victim in this case. We should look at the position of the chief director. What was the role of the chief director in that unit where the officer who has been posted? Because in this is a situation where the officer is working under a chief director who is the head of all the civil servants or local government staffs over there. And therefore, he should be the right person to defend the officer by making a statement to reach Accra local government secretariat, whether to the local government council, Mr. Ato Nana Tuata, and also to copy Clogsag and also head of civil service. Because for anything that can be taken by way of any decision, the minister, there is also an appointee. And as much as he also remains an appointee, there are so many ways that that minister can be removed. One is some of the decisions we are taking here, we are considering here. Another decision could be at that local level. Because the local level, if they should also hear that this is the situation on the ground, they can rise against the minister, which is the local politics which goes on there. However, we should exhaust all legitimate roadmap that we need to take further action to investigate. Because as we speak, the last officer says that the other officer who was posted is now in limbo. He doesn't know what to do. And the chief director they are there. They are so confused. So what do we do? Do you take instructions from the minister or your chief director? That's one of the confusion. Then secondly, 1 week ultimatum will be necessary. By that time, we've made notices to the chief of staff and the presidency. In that case, I know the minister, for what you know, he doesn't even know the rules of engagement in the public service and even the local government service or the civil service. He is not being briefed. And there are these local politics that goes on in some of the regions. Most of them who are appointed, they don't know anything. They've not studied governance or political administration. So they are lacking certain decisions.
So, Chairman, time out.
Thank you very much. So 1 week ultimatum for exhaustion of investigations will help. Thank you.
All right. So we've heard the views. It's like council is all out for a nationwide strike. Before we go ahead, is there any region that has experienced a similar situation like what you're having at West North? No, we are building a case. So we want, or let me put it this way. When you go back, you say it happens. So you have instances at Eastern Region where the minister has signed or where the DC has signed. What's the other way around? That one there, you cannot, we want situations where the minister himself has signed or the DC has signed himself, the political appointee appending his signature. Yes, that one too. We want, if signed for minister, that means under the minister's instructions. Yes. Appointment letter signed for minister. Posting letter signed for minister, no. Posting letter signed for minister, no. No. Posting letter signed for minister, no. Appointed letter signed for minister, no. So if there's any issue like that, bring it to our attention and then we take action. Now, Executive 2 has met. And what we decided on is almost like the same that has been said here. But we'll hold on to every action. Why? Just before we climbed down. I had a call from the chief of staff, and he said he's formed a team to investigate this matter. And so he's going to meet us on Thursday. So based on that, we are holding on everything to go to the Thursday meeting to see what will happen there. Do you agree with me? Because she is our mother, we have to respect her. So once she's spoken, we will hold on every action, and then Thursday we go for that meeting and see what will come out of that meeting. Whatever comes out, we will share with colleagues. Is that agreed? Okay. So we'll go to AOB.
No matter the outcome of our meeting with the chief of staff, that letter must be withdrawn. We should go with that particular condition because an impression has been created and we need to take it off. And I believe that the ultimate aim of our brother staying over there is a big problem because he's a minister. If we succeed in ensuring that the letter is withdrawn, he will have issues with you in the office there.
So
but the bottom line is that the letter must be withdrawn, whilst we also take another opportunity to look at where he
exactly. So we are considering all these things. This morning before he came, I've had certain discussions with him. So we are working on all those aspects. So any other business, I said within 1 hour we'll be out of this place. So is there any other issue from any region that we might have to look at as council? Okay? Yeah, condition of service. I think next week we're having a meeting with the senior minister. So after that meeting, we'll give you a feedback. But things are going on very well. Very well. Very well.
The pension, the small cause.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to draw attention. In pursuing all these things, let our colleague also be sure that they don't have anything or any evidence against him regarding his association with any political party.
There's nothing like that. We've also done our investigations. There's nothing like that.
Our issue is that even if he's a political party chairman, that should not...
That's it. Hold on. No. The regional minister signing. Thank you very much. That is the issue. That is the issue. The regional minister signing that letter.
The minister to sign the letter.
That's the issue you are fighting. So let's know what you are fighting for. It's the regional minister signing.
So we are not interested in what the matter may be. Because posting is part of our job. However, the responsible person to do or to sign the letter should sign the letter. We are not against that they posted him or her. We are against the minister appending the signature onto the posting. So whether the person is a party chairman, so be it. The Supreme Court ruling will take care of that.
That's it.
Even if he is a party chairman and the minister thinks that is wrong, the appropriate people should still have to do it. There are proceedings. If not, tomorrow, party chairman will transfer somebody. Yes, because if the special aide who went and locked the office, with what appointment, what authority? So how can the special whatever go to lock my office? So those things are
So if we say we'll discuss this in emotions, I don't want any emotion. So are you on any other business?
Yes,
okay, all right.
Just a little bit related.
No, not related.
You mentioned earlier about taking a decision on the personal assistance.
Yes.
Yes, but I think that we have exhausted the issue, and on Thursday that will come up. Mm-hmm. But my suggestion is that if there are negotiations, there should be a clear-cut communique spelling out the roles of the personal assistant so that it's in the open. Ministers don't come and then they feel that this is what my personal assistant should do. It is clear cut. And then we also know what the civil and local government
official
staff
trips,
are
official
supposed to do.
seminars. When they come to, they don't give us reports. Yes, and all those institutional memory is lost. And then the next regime will come and they say the civil servant doesn't do anything, but forgetting that all the seminars, training in there is the personal assistants went. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just wanted to add something, but since you say we have exhausted that one, let me leave that one for now. Our upgrading and conversion issues are
So, my friend, stand up.
Are still a problem of concern. And then,
so refer everything to him. He's also in charge.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, Apam.
Since we are in other matters, we just want to centrally, not my viewpoints, the instant loan. It is high time we do something about the ceiling of 15,000, because that has been something that everybody is talking about. It should go up. Yeah, it should go up.
By how much?
At least 100% increment.
So you are talking of 30,000.
30,000, yes.
So we'll take these views and present it to the board.
Then if we do that, we can see how best we can look at the interest rate. And when we bring the interest rate down, we can actually abolish the partial withdrawal. Because the partial withdrawal is also draining the principal that we can use for the 30,000 loan that we want to increase. But if we bring the interest down small and we abolish the partial withdrawal, I think it will go a long way.
You see, when people talk of this interest rate, sometimes I become confused because it's a two-edged sword. Me, I'm on Clogsag fund. I've never taken a loan. Someone has not taken a loan before. The idea behind the Clogsag fund is to increase your pension income. You see? So if you go and over-reduce the interest rate, it's affecting somebody who has never taken a loan. For him, his principle is that I'm putting this money, when I'm 60, then I come and take it. You see? So it's a two-edged sword. You need to be, and I must tell you, the interest rate that is there is the lowest in all the banks. I tell people that, the human being is an economic human being. Do you agree? So, if a rational human being, thank you very much. So if bank A is giving 15 and bank B is giving 10, where would you go? Exactly. So if you claim that there's a better place somewhere, go there. And then leave these monies to grow when they are 60, then you take it. But let me tell you, I was telling the Western people, there's something that people are not aware of. You should ask yourself, why is it that all these savings and loans people, we want government workers, They don't give loans to the private sector people, private sector workers. No. All of them government workers. Do you know why? Not even security. Third-party payments are done on the 15th of the preceding month. And these loans, their software is such that when they give the loan, at the end of the month you should pay. Immediately ends the following month, you start paying penalty. So all of them, at least from the first day of the month to the 15th of the month, they are enjoying penalty. Yeah, because controller will never deduct and pay before 15th of the preceding month. Never. So they are enjoying free penalty from you. That's why we wake up, government loan on trees. You see somewhere, government workers come for loan. That's the thing. You see? So if you check, you pay and pay and pay and pay. I'm not even bringing insurance and administration charge.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, the hand is here. Please let me, on that loan. Aladi talked of increasing the amount they can lend to people. Hello. Aladi talked of increasing the amount. And then when it is increased and the period we don't wait to repay, it is not increased. I think it will still affect us. Because looking at the salary is not anything big. So if I'm taking 30...
So you are suggesting that
yes,
increase the amount and then increase the period of paying. Okay, noted. We'll send it to the Clogsag Fund Board.
Yeah, I want to know update on the issue of past credits. Some of our senior men have gone on retirement, and looking at their level, what they are receiving is worrisome.
Past credit now. SNIT, I don't even know what to say about SNIT. But the last meeting we went to, they were not prepared. They said the understanding that we had, they didn't have that understanding. And so the minister said, well, if they say they didn't have that understanding, we should give them the benefit of that. They should go and come and prepare and come back. So that's where we are. They didn't understand the ruling of the court well. They are saying to with all their legal team. You know, they have the largest legal team in any corporate institution in Ghana, SNIT. They said, with all their legal team, they said the ruling, they didn't understand it well. So we said, okay, no problem. They should go. Now, it was explained to them. They should go and come back. So we are waiting. They say in the middle of December, there will be another meeting. Because that was supposed to be the final meeting for them to come and tell us the modalities for the transfer of the past credits. And also, those who were paid and then they are worse off, you know, the president promised that they'll be giving some top-ups, how those will be done. So we thought that was going to be the last meeting. But they came up with this. So everybody will get there.
Thank you. Yes, to add to what Alaji said, I also want to put in a word regarding the increase in the amount of the loan that we are giving out, and then the years, if you can vary it. However, with the interest, I think that we need to communicate to our members to appreciate that we are all beneficiaries to the interest. Because no matter the amount, the rate at which you are complaining now, when we go on retirement, the amount of money you are supposed to take away includes the interest that will be shared. That's going to accrue from the loans that people have collected. So we are all, at the end of the day, beneficiaries for this particular interest. So I keep telling my members that with the interest, you are still going to benefit at the end of the day. So let's don't argue so much on it. But with the amount and then the years, if we can do something about it, it will help.
Okay, noted.
The other issue is about, yes, I think that we as civil servants, we are even perpetuating injustice against each other. When I just left your office, I received a call from one of my focal persons in one of the newly created districts. He was a storekeeper. The director asked somebody to hand over to somebody and also go and take over as head of records. He has handed over. The person at the records is not also handing over to him. And there's no even seat for him to sit. He has gone back to complain to the director. He sacked him from his office this afternoon. So sometimes you don't even get this because you are a civil servant heading a district.
Grievance. We've solved a lot of these issues.
Okay.
We have a whole unit
okay.
that is handling all these things. And so the short one.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
So I think if there are no other issues, Madam President, Madam Chairman, I hand over the mic to you to bring us to the end of proceedings.
Thank you very much, yes. Like members, I must say that I really appreciate your cooperation. By God's grace, we have been through successfully and we have to end this session. I'll convey your comportment to the president, and I'm sure he will also be very, very happy to hear that it went well. We have taken all your concerns on board, and we'll get back to you as appropriate. Thank you very much. At this juncture, may I kindly have Yima, our organizer, to say the closing prayers. Sorry. Let's have the somebody to move. All right. Any seconder? I'm sorry. Any seconder? So you seconded? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Thank you for the interest shown in this exercise. Thank you very much. So on that note, do I have your permission to call Yuma to pray now? All right. Uncle Yuma, please do us a favor. Shall we please be upstanding?
Father, it's our prayer that as we live here, we will not leave your face. Carry us to wherever we came from on your traveling mercies. Grant us the wisdom and the knowledge to move this association forward. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, we pray. Amen.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, so for item 13, you see Philip. Go to account office for item 13. Huh? Okay, bye.